I'm with the mid dot, one phone call, get it dead stop. I feel like I own the season. Say one thing, just give me a reason. Knowing you're mad, I'm undefeated. Top dog, making it even. Oh, I had to get back up. I had to get back up. I can't take no loss. You better call back up. I'm running it down to finish. I don't play, get down to get it. Talk about that, come slide, I'm with it. Better see me now, on God, I'm litty. I know that you tryna go big. Better run up the cash, you love to spend. Better kill it and did it again. I'm with the intent, I'm down to win. I can't feel bad about it. I know you sad about it.
Know you sad about it. Know you sad about it.
The young, incredible, honestly unforgettable. You a Joe like Chappelle show. This so perennial. Do this for my millennials. I be murdering any flow. I just had to let you know. It's the young, incredible, honestly unforgettable. You a Joe like Chappelle show. This so perennial. Do this for my millennials. I be murdering any flow. Yeah. I just had to let you know. Yeah. Give me that work and I can sell it. I put it on the line like I ain't selfish now. The story flip if I let you tell it. Put my heart and soul in so you feel it. I ain't never faking, I'm the realest since Tupac in imprisonment, claiming his innocence. Currently, I'm the greatest rapper in a sense. But any currency, I'm still guaranteed my wins. This is coming from within, I stuff for real, I don't pretend. When the OG spilling knowledge, bet it's best you soak it in. I'm a prophet to them scholars, got them chakras opening. Got them fixing up they octaves, now they truly focused in. I'm seeing 2020 visions. Daily manifesting on my premonitions. Best to keep it neutral, got my own religion. The brainwash, gotta make your own decision. My word is James Bond, I stay on the mission. Coming for the top position, ain't no competition, man. Pull up in the top, it's missing, the opposition ain't. All that lane switching, this is what the game is. It's the young, incredible, honestly unforgettable. You a Joe like Chappelle show. This so perennial. Do this for my millennials. I be murdering any flow. I just had to let you know. It's the young, incredible, honestly unforgettable. You a Joe like Chappelle show. This so perennial. Do this for my millennials. I be murdering any flow. I just had to let you know.
Tell me what you want, what you need. Tell me what you wanna give. How much blood would you bleed? I'ma tell you I'm a misconceiver. I'm a believer. Someone better kick my fever. Tell me it's 100 degrees underneath my whole flesh. Everyone tells me it's a bit of a mess. I'ma tell the risk I was never at the end. I would never get it off my chest though. I'm forgetful. Someone better tell me I was always on the edge. Overstay your bearings, I would never underestimate. Oh baby, my bets are off. Everything was better off. Oh baby, my bets are off. Everything was better off. Take your eyes off me, you don't want to see me when I'm gone. Moral of the story was you're wrong. Everything I gave and everything I lost. Good things come at a cost. I left it on your head, and when you ever overstay it, your thoughts are never everything you wanted when you want. I'ma take it in the head with the signs of the disturbed. I'ma leave it on the side. You on the Christ when I breath on this set. Let me speak on behalf of the dead. I'ma leave, I'ma speak. I'm the sick in the head. Come on, come on. Oh baby, my bets are off.
We are just to the west of you, Coach, on the Gulf Coast of Florida at Raymond James Stadium, just north of downtown Tampa. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Carolina Panthers and the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Three-quarters of the NFL season are complete. What lurks in our final month? We're underway in Week 14. This is taken near the 13. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line.
At their own 22-yard line.
Here we go! 60 yards. Let's go,
First carry of the game for Christian McCaffrey. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. On second down, McCaffrey. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line.
2nd and 1 and people want to run the football. This is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the first down.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. On first down, this is McCaffrey. And they're able to get this way down there inside the Tampa 20. A big play there from McCaffrey, 51 yards. You were telling me this yesterday. This is exactly what they want to do on the opening drive, establish the ground game.
Yeah, remember our conversation? We were talking about what one of the GMs in the league has told me repeatedly. It's a big man's game, and it's not necessarily size. He's talking about playing some big boy football. Line up, get leverage, knock people back, and establish the run early.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 12-yard line.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. McCaffrey. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Carolina. Christian McCaffrey hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Panthers take it right down and score on the opening drive. Extra point splits the uprights, and it's now a 7-0 game. This is taken at the 3. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
Here we go, here we go. 8 read. Look at me, zipper. I'm going back to you.
Now the first carry for Devin Singletary. And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
18, Gator. Get him, get him, get him. Hey, 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 hey. Hey, exit. On the ball. Now.
To throw on 2nd down. Purdy. His throw incomplete. The intended target, T.J. Hawkinson, and it's 3rd down. Charles, already trailing by touchdown early. This offense, how imperative is it for them to get points out of this drive?
Well, they feel like they have to go ahead and match because of what was already on the board against their defense. But I think even more so, You just want to avoid 3 and outs. You want to be able to stay on the field for a little while, let your defense catch their breath a little bit, even if you don't score any points.
Back to throw. Purdy. And that is incomplete. The secondary, Charles, much maligned during the week. They didn't have their best game in the loss last week, but a nice play there.
Yeah, and I just know what they went through last week. I mean, ever since that time, their pride was hurt. They kept getting...
And a fake here. Direct snap to the up man. And he will not even make it back to the line of scrimmage. A little trickeration there, but it doesn't fool him. And that will force a turnover on downs. Three and a half to go, first quarter. On first down, this is Geis. And down inside the 15 he goes. Give him 10 there, good enough for a Panther first down. Back to the ground on first, it's Geis. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense and they can add up as the game goes along.
And he will take it across for a Panthers touchdown. Christian McCaffrey with touchdown number 2 in the game and now 11 on the year. And the Panthers, they widen their lead. Point after, right down the middle. And that'll make the score 14-zip. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This is taken at the 3. And he'll get this just up past the 20, but a marker is down. Let's get the call. Yeah, this is going to put him back with not great field position.
So they really got zero benefit at all, right? Sometimes you can absorb a penalty when you get a big return. Then the penalty brings it back, but you still have great field position. As you pointed out, not in this case.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board.
Go.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Purdy. There's the Penn State man. It's Chris Godwin. And he'll be about a full yard shy of the 20 at the 19-yard line. And they'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for 3rd down. Came up a little short on the last pass play. They did get 9 yards out of it, leaving him with his 3rd and 1. Looking to throw. Purdy. He'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he's able to pick up the first down here before he goes down at the 26. An effective 7-yard 3rd down conversion.
First down.
Ready, set.
First and 10 at the 26-yard line.
Check.
Stepping up, he'll try and run. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 15 yards as Tampa Bay picks up the first. 2 first downs have him up to the 41 now for 1st and 10.
218, chop it.
Kill. Turn up. Kill.
Hey, echo.
Hey, check Mike 57. I'm here all day. 57.
Yes. Let's go.
55.
Operating from the gun. Purdy. That's complete to his receiver, Godwin. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. It's a gain of 16, first down Tampa Bay.
I don't care who you put on him, he's going to be a handful in one-on-one throws.
Yeah, right now, you're right. They're in man-to-man. Maybe need some safety help.
I would say that'd be a good idea. Double team him somehow. I'm going to have to make someone else beat me rather than let him shred my defense.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense, when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
So second down, still 10 yards to go, ball on the 43.
Yep.
Off the play fake, Purdy. It's caught by Mike Evans. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 20-yard line.
It's a gain of 23 yards. That's good for a Buccaneers.
And this will probably be the last play of the quarter.
First and 10 at the 20-yard line.
14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
Panthers 14, Buccaneers nothing.
Break.
33, check Mike 33. Yeah, that's what I do.
No.
I got you.
Go.
Come on, D.
Here's a carry for a former starter. This is Lamar Miller. He fights forward for a couple with a penalty flag down. And the linemen, they're already walking back. That hold coming from the middle of the line, the center.
And it's difficult for him because sometimes you've got people right over you, and as soon as you snap it, trying to get your hands up and block them, you can be a little bit late getting it done.
So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20. Back to throw. Purdy setting up the screen for Miller. He'll be dropped at the 25 after a gain of 6. A nice little screen. They get 6 on first down.
At the 25-yard line.
Ready? 18 Gator.
33. Coming, baby. I'm coming, baby. Woo!
Protein spill.
31. Kill.
Ready?
Off play action. Purdy. He's to the 10. Looking for Godwin, and he's got him complete. He had 3 catches last week. That one his 3rd on this drive alone.
And another thing that makes the comeback route really effective is that oftentimes after you've made the initial move, receivers breaking away from the defensive back, and that makes it a really tough play to defend. A nice chunk of yardage picked up there.
Motion.
Get it.
They'll try and run for it with Miller. He pushes forward for maybe 3 down to the 6-yard line.
Well, it's been the air game that's taken them down on this drive before they finally turned around and handed it off on the last play.
And now they're looking for the big boys to get him in the end zone. Couldn't do it there.
It'll be interesting to see. Offensive lines had to pass block a lot on this drive. Will they be able to revert and fire out and create some space in the run game?
That time the completion goes for 4 yards, and we're set up with a 3rd and goal.
Hey, Orbit. Hey.
Off the play fake. Purdy. Touchdown! Mike Evans with touchdown number 7 on the year. As they are now on the board here in the first half. Out comes the kicking team here for the extra point. And he takes off with it. It's a fake. And that one goes virtually nowhere. Tried the fake extra point, but nothing comes of it. Now whistles, and we've got a man down. A man down here following the kickoff. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back. This is taken at the 3. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line.
Here we go.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
Carl Nassib there on the tackle. Geis with a carry on 2nd down. They'll only get a couple up to about the 30.
Brandon, one thing about blitzes, they really confuse offensive linemen at times, and what you have to do is lock in on the guy right in front of you. If you don't, you saw the end result. Defensive tackle ended up making the play.
Wristbone, travel.
Tight go. He's crashing. He's checking crash. Switch.
49, check 49.
3rd down, here's McCaffrey. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. 3rd and medium, they opted to run instead of pass, and it worked. 1st down. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Now back to throw. This one complete to Curtis Samuel. Touchdown, Carolina! Curtis Samuel hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Panthers, they widen their lead. Extra point right down the middle. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started.
Watch the pass. 57's the mic.
Off play action. Purdy. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Brian Burns in there to take him down on what will take us to the 2-minute warning. We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll send you cross-state to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman will have all the stats and all the scores from games going on during another busy Sunday in the National Football League. Off the play fake. Purdy. And this is caught by Evans. A good pickup there. 13 yards as they get closer for 3rd down.
Tighten up.
Check 26, check Holland, 64, reach. Bravo. Look at me, zipper.
You must be getting tired.
Let's go.
To throw on 3rd down. Purdy completes it to Miller. And a good job defensively. They stop him short of the first at the 32. It's a 4-yard pickup, and that's going to make it 4th down.
Jump.
Hey, Delta. Hey.
57's mic. All day, dog. 57's the mic.
Ready?
They'll try and throw for it here. He's got his man, T.J. Hockenson. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this first half.
Ready.
This quarterback now 11 of 15 through the air. Here's 1st and 10.
Go.
Hey, check Mike 57. Mike 57. It's a party now.
Go.
57's Mike. Mike 57.
Watch the slants. Get it.
From the gun, Purdy. Catch is made by Hockenson, the tight end. The Bucs going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts, as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number 1. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Yeah.
Let's get off the field. Hey, check Mike 33. Check Mike 33. No chance. Mike, check 33. 33.
Operating from the gun, Purdy. He completes it to Evans. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. The Bucs forced to use their 3rd and final timeout as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this first half.
Hey, box drop.
Off play action. Purdy going to throw deep for the end zone. And this is going to be intercepted. Dante Jackson picks it. Defensively that time, they were in zone coverage. As a rookie QB, what lesson can you learn there?
Well, understand this. You saw zone in college, and the defensive backs reacted, but they don't react like they do on this level. So when they're in zone and they see the ball coming to them, they'll react at least a half a second faster. You've got to know where you want to go with the ball and be decisive with it. Otherwise, the end result can be something you don't like.
After the penalty, a fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10.
Get that ball. Get that ball.
Hey, Charlie.
Looking to throw. And that is incomplete. So 17 seconds now on the clock here. He was looking to get that one to DJ Moore, but it'll be 2nd down. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down.
General West.
Check 24.
Five.
Shotgun handoff now to McCaffrey. And he's able to get across midfield and down into Buccaneer territory. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. They'll set up to throw. Going to throw right side here, complete. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. And this offense going to elect to burn a timeout with 5 seconds remaining in quarter number 2. And this one is right down the middle. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we send you a stone's throw away across I-4 to Orlando. There standing by is Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. This is taken at his 4. And he will be marked down right there at the 20-yard line. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never wanted to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for him. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Ready up.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. They'll run it again with Miller. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of their yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another first down with that run.
On 1st and 10, Purdy. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. 2nd and 1. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Looking to throw. Purdy. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. 14 yards there and a Buccaneer first down.
I wonder what was going through his mind when he got the play call. He just got sacked on the previous play. He knows they're coming after him again. A little bit of guts to stand in there, take the hit, and successfully complete the screen pass. Really well done.
Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. And he'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. That's good for a Buccaneer first, a pickup of 12 yards. Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. He finds his target, it's Evans. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down. First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. And a little bit of space there, takes it inside the 5 to the 3. A pickup of 4 on first down, it'll be second and goal.
When you look at the geography we're staring at, this part of the field, don't you always think of big backs carrying the football, bruisers trying to pound it in? Instead, look at a little more of a scat back type, and he's trying to make it happen.
Yeah, they went with the elusive, slippery guy. Couldn't get in there, though. Now a second down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete. They've been so good on third down all day long. Can they convert another here on third and goal?
Check 26, check 26. Here we go.
From the gun, Purdy. And he's got it. Caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. T.J. Hockenson, his second touchdown on the season. And the Bucs are able to close the gap just a bit. Extra point attempt here still to come. And it is good. That cuts the lead now to 11, 24-13 our score. And following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted. And we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that. And they've got to make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. That one's good for 35 yards on the ground and a first down.
That outside handoff to the left, that play has to warm the heart of an offensive line coach because they controlled the left side where they were supposed to, but they didn't allow anything to leak from the backside on the right side of the offensive line either. Well played.
Yeah, and it created a big run. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Here's a throw out wide complete to his running back right side. And he'll go down right on the edge of the red zone following a pickup of about 7 or 8. A good pickup there on first as the screen pass gets him 8. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. This is Geis. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. A lot to praise on this drive, obviously. I know you're seeing what I'm seeing. Those guys up front, they're getting it done.
Doesn't matter what play is called. They are handling their business at the line of scrimmage and dominating right now on this drive.
Geis, they'll try to run it. And from the 9, they get this to the 5-yard line.
Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. Now a give, right side McCaffrey. And he is in. Touchdown, Carolina. A 5-yard touchdown run. And the Panthers, they widen their lead.
That drive that really increased their cushion felt very military to me. Very precise, methodical, that's one of the words you've taught me. And they just got it done.
And slowly but surely now starting to pull away a little bit. Things looking good for them here in the third quarter.
Not only pulling away, but you mentioned that slowly but surely. You also drain clock, too, with a drive like that. So you really give yourself an advantage.
Let's go,
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with it? Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Brian Burns, he's the culprit, and that is now his 13th sack of the season as his great year continues.
57 to Mike. 57 to Mike. Check, 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 check.
Back to throw. Purdy. And he's going to go down again. Brian Burns in there to get him sack number 14 for him on the year.
Pick it up, pick it up. Pick it up. 57 to Mike. 57 to Mike. Watch the
Hey, orbit.
57's the Mike. Watch 57.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Purdy in trouble, and the ball's out. It's in the end zone loose. And what else could go wrong at this point? This is going to be a defensive touchdown as they keep piling it on. That's something you have to be wary of on your side of the field, that close to the goal line. The defense, they are looking for that football. They got it. They scored it.
You are so right, and the quarterback has to speed things up himself. So close to the goal line, they're going to get after you. Make sure you get rid of the football and in a safe place.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And that last possession, really a gut punch. You seemingly had it working. You were in the midst of a very strong drive, and suddenly the fumble, and you're watching the back of a defender's jersey as he brings it all the way in the other direction.
There's not much more I can add to that. I thought you summarized it perfectly, partner. You just got to regroup and start putting another drive together. That's all you can do.
And pressure coming, and they got him once again. Montez Sweat in there yet again. What else is new? He continues to rewrite the record book in single-season sacks.
Mike's 57. 57's Mike.
Bravo.
57's the Mike. 57's the Mike. Ain't no such thing as
Looking to throw. Purdy. And off the deflection, it's caught. So they will accept the penalty and move forward. And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage.
Check Mike 57. Mike 57. Here we go. Let's bring it. Let's go. Let's bring it. Let's bring it. 57's Mike. Mike 57.
Go, go.
57. Mike 57. Watch two
Now.
Operating from the gun. Purdy nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Montez Sweat getting him once again his 3rd sack of the afternoon.
57's the Mike. 57's the Mike. Watch the run. Watch the run. Watch the run.
Mike, Lee Griffin.
Back to throw. Purdy open man. He's got him. The tight end Hockenson. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down. On 3rd down, Purdy. And this is going to be incomplete. Another incompletion. You know, it's a wonder he's still moving around back there the number of times he's been sacked.
Yeah, he's staying out there, isn't he? And you don't think about it much in a game like this, but he's showing incredible leadership. Still competing, still fighting, not taking himself out of a ball game that appears lost.
A critical one here if they're going to have any shot at this thing. So they'll go for it on 4th down.
Hey, box truck.
Don't let him breathe, defense. 57's the Mike.
Ready?
On 4th down, Purdy. And it is incomplete. The Bucs try it on 4th down, but come up empty. And the Panthers are going to get it back in excellent field position.
You gonna see me in your nightmares, son.
Get it.
Now a run with McCaffrey. And another mistake here defensively as a flag is down on the tackle, and that's going to tack on 15 more. Now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. Following the penalty, it's Geis. They'll get him to the ground at the 20 following a pickup of 4. They're down here in the 4th, and that personal foul penalty is not going to help.
No, in these types of situations, players will tell you that's extra intensity. From where we sit, it's actually frustration, not a good play.
Here's Geis, and he'll get about 4 there as he takes it from the 10 down to the 6. And when do they start thinking about burning these timeouts? They've got all 3 still defensively.
To me, you have to start right now. Here's the time, and that means you've got to stop them on defense, not give up the yardage, use your timeouts in order to get the ball back and try and score yourself. But now is the time to start using those timeouts.
And keep in mind, it'll also stop the clock at the 2-minute warning. Calling a gain of a couple. The defense stiffening here. It's 3rd and goal. On the ground, Geis, and he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly.
Well, this game is definitely over, but we do know some people like to go ahead and continue to add to their score, don't we?
Yeah, I don't know that they need to add any more right now, though. I'm just starting to think about those dinner plans tonight, my friend.
Well, you and I will be thinking about dinner plans, but we also know they're playing people are thinking, how can I get some more scores for my fantasy, for other things? They're trying to figure that part out now.
By the way, last weekend we went sushi because that's what you wanted. We're going steak tonight.
I'm in.
All right. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. And this offense last time turned it over, went for it on 4th, didn't get it. They're lucky, though, because no points against the team on the board, but we'll see how they respond.
Yeah, they've got to get a lot of credit to their defensive teammates.
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Montez Sweat. Who else? He's in there for his 4th sack of the afternoon. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. Now, following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. So it's Buccaneer football as we welcome you back. They're looking at 2nd down now as they search for a consolation score. A give, Singletary, right side. It'll be a gain of about 5, but they're left with a 3rd and still about 12 to go.
That's a really good job right there. Just kept stringing that play out, pushing further and further towards the sideline. Really good fundamentals by that defense.
He was trying to put his foot in the ground and turn upfield. He just couldn't.
No, they really had a picket fence in front of him. No room to find to get upfield.
They keep it on the ground. This time it's Miller. And he's not going to sniff the 1st down here. He stopped at the 25. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Here's Bradley Pinion now. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Panthers will take over now, 1st and 10. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup, let him get some time?
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you, in the 2015 season, I commentated on 3 games in a row that were blowouts. And in none of them did the starting quarterback ever come out of the game for the team that had a big lead. And in each instance, I asked the coaches later on, why didn't you do that? And they all looked
into a double team, and it's intercepted. Chauncey Gardner-Johnson with a pick, and they'll set up shop right near midfield at the 49-yard line.
Set, 30 base.
At the 49-yard line.
Get ready.
Over the middle to Evans. The 20. And he's across for the touchdown. Too little, too late. but he does get in for 6.
No wonder you're grinning. You just beat me in our fantasy league.
Indeed I did, my good man. Now they'll line up to kick the extra point. And the lead is down to 24. And following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. This is taken at the 3. Now a hit and a loose football. And it's picked up by the Buccaneers. And they will finally stop him, but a great return gets that football all the way down to the 16-yard line. So a teammate picking him up there, that was nearly disaster.
And the way that you coach these things, you want to make sure you have eyes towards the return guy because you want to make sure that the catch is secured. A lot of teams do that. They have at least one guy. Okay, you're responsible for making sure he secures the catch. He's not always the one that makes the recovery, but he can always sound out the alarm. Hey, ball's on the ground. We've got to get it back.
2nd and 9 now. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Emmanuel Ogbah. It'll go as a loss of about 8 as he gets in there to drop him. The Bucs going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they get it with 16 seconds remaining on the clock. The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete.
Forced to the ground and incomplete. Sets up 4th down.
The offense going to stay out there. They've converted once, failed once. What can they do here on 4th down? Looking to throw. Purdy, he's going to go up top for the hit. And Evans hauls it in. Touchdown, Bucs. Mike Evans there to make the grab. And the Bucs are able to cut in now to that deficit. Now the Bucs offense will stay out there as they'll go for 2.
Hey, zoom.
57's the mic. Rock 57. Rabbit. Hey, check Mike 57.
From the gun, Purdy looking end zone, but it's incomplete. Protection was great. He had time to set up a campsite, but in the secondary, though, they were ready.
And I think that in most places on the field, if you have that much time to throw the ball, someone's going to shake free and you'll find an open receiver. But condensed near the goal line on a 2-point conversion, all that extra, there's not any extra field. So it kind of closes in on them, and that allows you to cover a little bit better.
Let's go now. 18 Gator. Smooth.
Push him back.
You draw Corker.
Back.
This is McCaffrey. And he's going to take it down to about the 35 here. Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for the Panthers, the win is their 5th of the year as they move to 5-8. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for the Bucs, it's another week to forget as they're going to fall to 1-12 now on the year. And they'll look to regroup next week as they head to L.A. to take on the Rams. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Certainly have to thank Charles Davis, my broadcast partner, and our entire crew. We'll catch you next time right here. It's the NFL.
Yeah. going up and up.